Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Baresi making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself. You only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Picks out and the finish! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, super find. And he's got the beating of his man. Oh, good take, a chance, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Messi. Look at the space here. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Messi plays it short. Shot could be on. Bayer Leverkusen have the chance to go the other way. That's a cute ball.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
That's an excellent interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Robertson. Portugal are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Robertson made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. That's a little off target. That's going to go a long way. He's a sharp little ball here. Ibrahimovic was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a lovely, neat pass. And it's Lampard. Robertson picks it up out wide. A header! And that's a good finish. Portugal are level. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Number 18.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cruyff. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away.
2 added minutes has been
Into the
indicated.
flank. Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Cruyff. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
That pass has been well intercepted. Figo, who can single-handedly make a difference. And it's Lampard. And they're back on the ball again. Back where it came from. Robertson, and he's managed to get free. Robertson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Shevchenko. Oh, just skips past his... He's having a shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
So we have a breakthrough, and now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Nice looking ball. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Messi. Always onto this. Van Nistelrooy!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fiore. Now that looks a decent ball.
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Opts for safety. Hakimi. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? Now the big chance! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And right near the end, we have parity. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And now he has two.
Substitution for Leverkusen, number 14, Johan Cruyff, number 5.
So
Platini,
changes afoot here, and
number
from
22,
both sides.
Ibrahimovic.
So all square with
Coming on
almost
the
no
field,
time remaining.
Number 11,
Credit where it's due.
Danny
This is
Olmo.
great attitude.
Number
Now the only
17,
question is whether there's
Beckham.
enough in the tank
Number
to grab
20,
another.
Owen. Substitutions taking place.
They'll have to settle for that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a
Portugal
monumental occasion.
against Milan.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection. Oh, nicely intercepted. Silvestre. Messi. Now it's Shevchenko, and he's managed to get free. Now it's Villa. That is a great pick out. And this is Van Basten. Just shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Adams gets a foot in here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Van Nistelrooy. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Cute ball, now how can he reach it? And this is Van Basten, it's Van Basten! And he should have made them pay.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Picked shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! And they're threatening to fly away here! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
That's been cut out, well played.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Silvestre. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries one from range! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Xabi Alonso really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Played into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Van Basten. He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Neymar with the short one. Kimmich's cross. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Oh, just skips past his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kahn gets it away. And it's Hakimi.
2 added minutes
Neymar.
has been indicated.
That has not gone well. Messi. Silvestre. Pass somewhat off target. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
In wishing our birthday
Well, that is
boy
the first
a
half
very
done,
special
and we are ready
birthday.
for what follows in the second.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets us going once more.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing that...
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. This the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Oh, that's a waste. Hakimi. Van Bouten. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now Fiore. And this is Van Nistelrooy! No, just not quite.
Van Nistelrooy certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Nicely weighted ball. Big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of...
It's Lampard! And it's Messi. Lampard, some resolute defending there. Now it's Owen. Xabi Alonso spots it and intercepts. Fiore. Xabi Alonso.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
No way through. Lampard. And here's Shevchenko. He's had it taken off him. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. And he can thump it away. Lampard. Oh, they can break here. He has found the way through. Olise. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. McAllister. Cross to the back post. Towering header! Harmlessly behind.
Substitution for Portugal, number 5, Messi.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Bale carries the ball down the right. Here's a chance! Smashing save, really good save that.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Neymar. Van Bouten gets across to intercept
There will
that.
be 3 minutes added
There's
time.
official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Fiore. And it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. And that's it. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Portugal
Just a quick
desperately
announcement,
failing to
an
impose
exciting one
themselves
too.
on the
We're
game.
about to announce
Decidedly
today's
flat,
watching numbers.
disjointed
Please
in
watch
so
the
many
screen if you
areas.
haven't.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium, and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now.
Against Portugal.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started.
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about...
Messi! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 5.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Caught offside that time. Howson. Now Fiore. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Costa Curta getting this one clear. Shevchenko. Mbappe. And the finish! He's got a goal! moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Looking for options for movement. Van Bouten gets over and intercepts. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Definitely not one of his best. And now they can spring out of defence. Throw it. Now it's Raul. Oh, outsmarting him this time. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Now it's Shevchenko. Vieira, the man we've all come to watch. It's a searching pass. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Hakimi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Messi, given the lift of his goal. And it's Kluivert. That's destined for the flank. Not where it came from. Mbappe!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Lampard might just make this. Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
Can he finish? It's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Portugal have their lead. And we've reached half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Portugal ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, Kluivert.
So the action resumes.
Vieira. Coming on the field, number 19.
Now, can they get him away?
Number
Shevchenko,
17,
and the shot! And that's a tidy finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Portugal do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Odo. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. And he's quick to return it. Oh, such a clever touch. He's going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Barcelona are stuck in a rut, and impatient putts at goal won't really help their cause here. They need somebody to communicate composure.
Shoots! And a neat finish! Just one goal in it now! Game on! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for...
Oh, he's having a go! Odo. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Can he get it through? Odo ventures forward. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Fiore. And this is Lampard. He is through here. Crunching tackle. And here's Lampard. That has not gone well. That has been cut short. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it reach...
He's having a shot! Fiore bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now then, the ball's come loose.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Khan deals with that nice and simple.
This usually is the time...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Fiore. And they're back on the ball again. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Van Nistelrooy voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Currently being displayed on the screen.
Your reflection. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And this is for
That was lovely, that.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
But here's Messi. Now it's Shevchenko.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolved.
He's gone for goal! Ronaldinho! He really is something! About as smooth as it gets! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now that looks a decent ball. Played out towards the right wing. That is a great pick out. And that has been cleared. Beckham to take it as usual. And that has been knocked clear. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And that has not gone well. Chiellini. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Ronaldinho. Alonso. And that's a dangerous ball. Now it's Forlan.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
He's found a way through. Not the most accurate pass. Tries to pass it through, and this is Bale. He's picked his way through. Forlan. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Xavi Alonso, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And that's really well manoeuvred. Time and again they are repelled. Bebeto.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Portugal coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Children's announcement.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Portugal can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitution.
And we get things going again. Portugal currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Nicely spread. Silvestre makes the interception. Got a Tony. Raul. Looking to play him in. Van Bouten gets across to intercept that. Oh, this looks sharp. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Bebeto. Portugal just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And here's Lampard. Now it's Forlan. He is through here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Raul plays it in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, Forlan! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. Bebeto is there to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He has a look up. Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho in acres of space out wide. And it's claimed by the keeper. Just about up to 75 minutes. Donatoni. Robertson looking for options for movement. Ronaldinho going face to face with his great rival.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Bale. Oh, it's come loose. Bale goes short. Now it's Bale. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Excelsior have the chance to go the other way. Looking for a runner. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Portugal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. That's been in. And the referee brings it to a close. Portugal have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Ronaldinho taking in the accolades, having been named
Please
man of the
make sure
match,
to watch the
and
screen for an
deservedly so.
information bulletin from the regional police department.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, Peter, I was expecting this game to be put to bed a lot earlier, especially when the opponents struggled to get back into it. They could have shown...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans
and
have pulled out
welcome to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental
Portugal
occasion.
Against Arsenal.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love...
And the volley! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Great vision. And it's Bale. Messi. Looking for the run. Oh, the ball's gone astray. Isco will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Ronaldinho. Threads one in. He's in a great position here. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Portugal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And he's cut it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gonzalez cuts out the pass.
Arsenal definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Can he get onto this? Messi. No outsmarting him this time. Oh, it's Bebeto. And it's Bale. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's had a shot! And it's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nicely spread. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Lampard. Now it's Shevchenko. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And we've reached half-time. How was the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Allowed in areas shown on this map.
Portugal
Thank you
are
for
heading
your
into the break,
cooperation.
very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 11, Bebeto. Number 26, Frank Lampard. Number 70.
Second period is underway.
Coming on the field, number 14,
Mbappe.
Raul. Number 5,
Lino
Messi.
finding himself in space.
Number 1,
Van Balten cuts it out.
Substitutions taking place.
Xavi Alonso, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. He's had it taken off him. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that's been won straight back. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Bale. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Isco. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Xavi Alonso. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus.
And Shevchenko! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. He hit that like he meant it, absolutely speared it in.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Oh, he's having a go! It is a very, very good save.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Passing nice and neat. Bale, and the shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Portugal have themselves a chance from the spot. The chance to pull further clear. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
Oh, what a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be psychologically pivotal.
That's a good foray he's making. He's got away. He'll try from distance. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Portugal are coasting towards victory. Raul. Now it's Mbappe. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Picked out brilliantly. Shevchenko! And that's a good finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal may be down, but not out just yet. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that was of paramount importance. Good enough in the eyes of their people.
I'm afraid to tell you that we're expecting traffic
After
to be
all of
heavy
that,
after
Jim,
the final
what are you
whistle
thinking?
today.
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfect.